Hey,
Yeah, so welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. So
what have we got?
we have a letter here, darling. So hi Terence and Beth, I am worried on my health. I've been diagnosed on kidney failure and diabetic. And my wife is always crying since she's worried that I will be gone soon. I told her not to worry. All goes to an end.
All goes what?
All has an end.
All has an end.
I saw your video about pension and I am in the same situations on your previous sender. My wife is not eligible on the pension and I told her to remarry so someone will taking care of her when I'm gone. And she just replied that I'm selfish. Is there a way for other expat to secure their wife's future? Danny.
Well, there's a ton of ways that the expats can secure their wives' future, but it's up to you to find a way which will suit you. Now, maybe it seems like you're thinking that your husband is going to pass very soon, so it's a problem. You need to perhaps be looking at different ways of earning money, because if he doesn't have any money saved, and this is the thing, lots of expats don't have a lot of money saved, and they don't have a pension which will transfer to the wife. And usually this is like in the case of Beth and I, when we inquired about it, and we always tell you, go to the source. Don't go to some blogger like us and ask for information which could be changing any time, all the time. For Beth and I, because she is in her 30s, she would not be eligible to collect a widow's pension from the UK or the US to our knowledge, okay? So we've made allowances for that. We have our projects which we are working very hard to complete, which will be a source of income. You're going to have to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yes?
So with your concerns are, now that you got a health problem, I think, you set aside some on your pension, set aside even a little on your pension for your wife, and at the same time, it's about preparation. Nobody knows when the person gonna end, but it's about preparation, so that your wife will be prepared financially. And of course, we always been telling in our previous videos, it's about changing the lifestyle. If right now you're extravagant, your wife isn't extravagant, it's just about changing the way you look at things, the way you spend your money. So yeah, nobody's prepared for the future. And as
Well,
Terence,
nobody's prepared.
and as what,
Nobody's prepared to die.
oh yeah, nobody
are they?
prepared to die. Nobody wanted to die.
No. What's
So
that song? Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to go right now.
Yes, and many expats, as what Terence said, many expats just rely on their pension every month, monthly pension, and so as when the pension arrive, bills also need to be settled, and whatever left is only enough to survive, So yeah, I think just talk to your wife. What do you like to do? Maybe your wife wanted to do farming, wanted to have a little sort of business, and maybe you could start up now while you're here. Maybe your wife loves to do farming, then he'll do some piggery. Enough to survive. As a start.
So
It's a try and error.
Yeah, if you don't have a lot of money which you can put by, which unlike what most Filipinos think, usually or normally expats they don't have a terrific amount of money. When I met Beth, I said to her, just so that you know, I'm not rich. I have 2 modest pensions which will allow us to live comfortably but not work. We won't have to work, and that's what we've done. We entered into doing our humanitarian work, and that's it. But you can encourage your wife. Not quite sure who I'm talking to here, whether it's the husband
The husband.
or the wife.
The husband.
Right? you need to get her to look at ways in which she can earn a living. She's not. I find that Filipinos are very resourceful. So it's not one of those things where she's going to go, oh no, I can't do that, you know. The Filipinos are not like that. They are bulletproof in my experience. And she will find a way which she can work. Now, if you're getting in touch with us and it's on the internet, then you must be familiar with the internet and familiar with the opportunities that are constantly being offered on the internet, where you can read articles or watch videos. You can do things where you can work from home. That's where you need to be looking. Don't you think?
Yeah, and I agree. There are some online job, I'm not sure. Yeah, something like that. So, like kind of you're watching the video and then they pay you, or you promote the video. There are TikTok, Facebook, you upload videos and somebody will watch your video. So YouTube, so that's another thing. And your advice to your wife to remarry again, it's not that easy, because woman and husband and wife is different. We as a woman, we having a hard time to let go. We having a hard time to move on, because we always put in our heart that our husband is the one and only. So when you're gone, of course your wife will having a hard time, and it's not a guarantee that when your wife will remarry, it doesn't guarantee that she will have a better life, because we have some friends that they lost their husband, their father and their husband, and when I talked to them and I said, oh, did you consider to remarry again? And then they said some of them said no, sometimes some of them said yes, but mostly no, because they said, oh, if it's Filipino, I will not remarry again. It's just a headache, So of course it's not in general.
So you're saying,
but that's what we said.
They might consider marrying, but it would have to be a foreigner because they're used to the way that foreigners live.
And I think because they also came from, before they marry a foreigner, they came from a bad relationship with a Filipino. So it might be that's the reasons why their answer is like that. But there are many good Filipinos, and there's also many bad foreigner. So it's just a matter of where did you ended with and how good is that person with, So yeah.
There are no guarantees.
There's no
Whichever
guarantee.
way you go,
There's
there are no guarantees.
So right now, since you're still alive, plan, save, and talk to your wife,
Educate
education. Educate your wife was the best. And don't always put on your mind that you're gonna be die soon. I think maybe there's still hope that you will be recovered and cured.
Yeah, what was it?
It's about your
kidney and
diabetic. It's always been
diabetic.
Diabetic and kidney has always been good.
As long as you adjust your lifestyle, these are not terminal illnesses. So you got to do your research, and it doesn't always come down to drugs. It doesn't always come down to drugs which will last for the rest of your life. There are many things which are advertised on YouTube and on Facebook which you can get these things under control. You need to do your due diligence, do your research, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, maybe what you need to change on your outlook is for you to able to live longer instead of thinking about your wife's future.
Surely you'll go along with that, won't you? I would.
Yeah, so best wishes and hope you're able to recover soon, sir. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Yeah.